Yo. How we doing, everybody? Good to see you. Welcome to another afternoon of Outer Worlds 2. I've been loving these afternoons. They've been so chill. They have been so chill. On that note, we just landed back on Eden in the main area, and we're going to go run and talk to the doctor that helped Inez with her stuff and see what's going on next. Yo! Let's go. And then we'll do some more side questing and all of that good stuff.
Introducing Auntie's new line of specialty drinks for the discerning consumer.
Hey Teddy, what's up, bud?
I'm trying.
Hello,
not
YouTube.
to
Hello,
fret
Twitch.
About these rifts so much. Maybe they ain't so often. You ever pondered?
Just us today.
Arm's already feeling better by leaps and bounds.
I must ask, how did you manage to formulate coagulant with only a handful of ingredients?
Once I isolated the primary aggregate, I simply accelerated its replication.
Oh. Well, yes, obviously that was going to be the next thing I tried. In any case, I hate being in debt to anyone, so here, something for your trouble.
Nice.
It's your lucky day, Trooper. Our friend here has manufactured a coagulant that will raise your likelihood of surviving the abscission procedure tenfold.
I'm still not sure about...
What's that burning smell? Oh, good. I think the saw's all warmed up.
Yeah, she's dead. That won't be dead.
Take this admonishment with all the professional affection a physician can legally administer. In future, you might consider moving away from bullets instead of into them.
But without my leg, how am I going to climb the ranks?
Literally, probably not very dexterously. Metaphorically,
Surgically,
well, that depends on your own initiative, doesn't it?
if you surgically remove the bone fragment and apply a cast, you can save the leg.
Oh, I'm sorry. You must be my replacement since you're so clearly qualified to do my job.
Why are you resisting good medical advice?
I am not required to answer that.
Say, how sore are my pockets going to be after all this talk? Don't suppose there's a discount for only taking a portion of the leg?
I'm not running a charity. If you desire full treatment, you'll pay full cost. If that's a problem, seek compensation from your commanding officer.
I can help.
A kind, if naive offer. Unless you have thousands of bits to burn, any amount you could provide would
I
be a
do.
drop in the tank at best.
Actually.
My services do not come cheaply.
This is a mighty big decision, Doc. Can I have a moment to noodle on it?
I don't encourage delays, but very well. It'll take a few minutes for me to warm up the saw anyway.
You got a full crowd in your waiting room. Any way to speed things up?
Short of you skipping back in time and ordering
We
the
already did all
coagulant I
this.
need, I can
Yeah.
barely get the damn thing to produce. Now, was there anything else?
Can you look at me?
Oh, certainly. Fine.
Merciful law! That's a hideous wound. How are you not in excruciating pain right now?
Oh, I definitely am. Should I have led with that?
For someone of your tender constitution, it's honestly shocking you're still upright. I can apply some Auntie's branded deep wound adhesive, but it's hardly cheap.
Okay, I'll kill on my own.
All right. Well,
Wow, that was such a ridiculous situation in so many ways. So we'll probably hit the auto dock on our ship to try to clear off the rest of this cyranium poisoning. Let's go this way. This music is so Fallout right now. How am I liking this so far, Gorshin? I've been loving it, dude. I have been loving it. It's been a great, great game. We've just been kind of savoring it over the last few weeks. General Odium.
Super Chat. You've played each of Owlcat's CRPGs. What changes, improvements would you like to see for DH? Especially now that you direct. Very curious. Thanks.
So, I really love how Owlcat dives in feet first, and sometimes head first, to the rich and deep combat systems that they've had in their previous games, and I expect that they will do the exact same thing in their future games as well. The room for improvement, I feel, is in how Owlcat relays the complexity of those systems to the player. And I think that there's a lot of room for improvement there to help players, especially novice players, better understand what they're doing. And what I mean by that is that a lot of Owlcat systems are thinking 2, 3, 4 steps ahead. Like, you get this feat or perk or ability to get that feat or perk or ability to get that feat or perk or ability. And And I think it would behoove them to come up with better ways to explain to players, if you get these now, you will get this later. And better make that connection for players. Because right now, players kind of, especially like when you look at like builds for Kingmaker and Wrath the Righteous and even 40k, you kind of need to sit down and like really work those classes out. It's the Tarkov of CRPGs. That's the best way I can say it. Like, there's so much complexity and so many things you need to understand, and this is going to affect this. And what I'm talking about, end game builds, like max level builds in those games. So I feel like a lot of people just use build guides or have people help them, which I do a lot, because we don't have the time to learn everything about the systems to make powerful, good builds. So that's where I'd love to see Owlcat pioneer something better. I think like that's where I think they can really do something better. Is they make the systems so well, but like translating those systems to the player, I feel they could really do better. And I'm excited to see what they do in DH, and also I just can't wait to see the new game, the Expanse game coming out. But yeah, we'll see. Kiss Rizzo says, Cohh seems way too evasive now with these answers, as he is on his own game development stuff. Really? You felt that answer was evasive? Huh, I don't know. I'm trying to think, is there any feedback I'd give about their games that would be more pointed? I'm assuming you would want something with more like, I don't know. I mean, I really love their games, so like I don't really like, I wouldn't pull any punches. I wouldn't pull any punches with any company. In fact, the more kind of real I am about stuff, generally I really respect those companies, unless we're talking about, you know, specific things. But like in terms of being that disappointed dad with companies, I just don't play some games because I think they're not fun, or I don't want to play them, or they're not worth my time. But if I'm taking the time to like critique them, I generally really like them. Yeah. So in this case, like with Owlcat, I critique them all the time, but they don't really do too many things where I would want them to change drastically. Like they do a really good job with what they're doing. So, yeah.
Ah, Inez.
Hi.
Have you come back for a tune-up? I've got just the injection for that. Freezes those pesky muscles right back into place.
No, yeah, a tune-up sounds good. I got a device that might help stabilize what I got going on up on the shoulder. Ought to let me use my graft all the more often. Think you can install it?
Oh, well, this device is unusual and rather ingenious, if I may say so. Hold still, dear. This should take but a moment.
Awesome.
There. I dare say you won't be needing any tune-ups in the near future, but I do trust you'll find an excuse to come by for the occasional visit. Where did you find such a device, anyhow? What is it, dear? You look, well, a bit like you've been stung by a terror ray. I've got ointment for that too, you know.
Did you know the grafting program was still going?
Whatever do you mean? The program was shut down more than 6 months ago. Any further funding would be in direct violation of Auntie's orders.
It was off the books, Doc. We found a grafting lab way out on Cloister, still operational. Law, I ain't seen horrors like that in my life. They were brutalizing folk and creatures, paying them no mind, giving them no honor even if they succumbed to the process. The doctor there, he killed a friend of mine. And you're telling me you knew nothing of it?
Inez, I swear I didn't. That sounds... Oh, Sovereign's mercy, that sounds precisely like what I would protest with every breath.
I'm gonna let her continue.
The creatures they were experimenting on broke out of their cages, killed most of the staff. But you know what's worse? Keeping a dead soldier's body on display. Like a thing. I found the doctor in charge, still alive, cowering. I killed him, and let his sick aims die along with him. There's no good that can come of his work. Nothing But this ain't the extent of it, I fear. I need to find out who's responsible for all this.
Oh, Inez, I know you do. But with the program officially shuttered, it would be awfully difficult to ascertain which individual has the pockets to fund such a... Wait. Yes, that does shed light on a correspondence I received recently. A vice president sent a message asking for my presence and scientific expertise to discuss a unique opportunity.
Uh-oh.
I found the secrecy odd at the time, but I do suppose it lines up with your discovery.
Now how about a name and where we can find him?
His name is Willard Conan, VP of Experimental Operations. The very man who was in charge of the grafting program at its inception. He's... Oh, I know that look. If you mean to do something, I beg you.
Doc,
Go
with all
on.
due respect, what I do with him when I get there is my own damn business.
This is about justice, Ethel, please.
I will help you.
Nice.
Vice President Conan's office is aboard
Did I play
the
Dying Light the Beast?
Undisputed
I did.
Flame, the flagship of Auntie's Choice. I do not know where exactly, as I've never been. But it's my understanding that you will need to present this calling card to gain entry. Inez,
Okay.
all I ask
Oh,
is
man.
that you remain safe. A terrible
Hey, later
wrong
days.
has been done, but do not throw your life away to right it. You might seek justice via other means.
I can't promise
No.
anything, Doc, but I'll try.
No.
Thank you.
No.
For everything.
No. No. So what did we get here? What happened? Well, first of all, here. Activating Inez's companion ability refreshes and reapplies her drugs, also applying the drugs bonuses to the entire party. 25 rate of fire. Oh, it's like a little buff. Okay. Oh, that's here. That's the 30 ability. Okay, we are on 25. Inez adjusts the injection speed of her auto-injector, allowing it to be applied over a longer time with no efficiency lost. On the party, your inhaler heals for more and prevents the party from taking damage for a short period of time. Oh, let's try that, dude. That sounds pretty good. I like a little window there. Nice, man. All right. Okay. So let's do this, actually. Yeah, let's go ahead and head right up and make it happen. What's my build so far in game? We're speech lockpicking primarily. We still have a few points left to go in there. And then we're going to be doing, like, I think, hacking and...
Commander, I've been thinking. Can I bend your ear a moment?
One moment.
We got the intel we need, Commander. The undisputed claims our destination. When we find Willard and stop this law-damned program in its tracks, Auntie's Choice will get what's coming to them. Been doing some thinking about ending the grafting program for good. It's gotta happen. I just didn't think it would start this way. With me turning murderer. I didn't want to believe you about Auntie's Choice. But you were right. Ain't no better than Spacer's Choice. Making either of them see reason is an impossibility. Our overlords had a saying in Tau Ceti. If you got a rabid canid, you put it down before it maddens the whole pack. They used to say it about us workers, like we were the problem. It was terrifying. But now I reckon I see some sense in that saying. Retribution never came for the folk at the top back then, but it certainly can now.
I don't want you doing something you'll regret.
What if I think I already have? I wonder if this is what Ortiz had in mind when he sent me that message. He trusted my judgment, knew I always aimed to do right by him and folk everywhere, but he also knew both of us had been lied to when we joined up. The notion that our taking extraordinary risks would pay dividends. Do you think he knew this would be the final straw?
Maybe, but what matters is what you do next. Let's go find this Willard.
Thanks, Commander. Maybe this is what folk mean by the architects setting things in motion. If I hadn't broken my contract, I wouldn't be here.
I feel, yeah,
Maybe
Agamir says
proving
she's
myself
finally
was
seen the
never
light.
Intention. Maybe this is what I was meant to do.
I don't
Suppose
want her
we're
to
fixing
become
to
a
find out.
like assassin though. I'm a little worried about her bloodthirstiness, but everything else is good. Yeah, it's good. Okay. Inez's weapon now deals corrosive damage. Ooh, look at that. Ooh. Now it's much quieter, reducing likelihood that enemies attack her. Let's do that. Yep. And and then grants immunity to corrosive or releases a stunning spray from armor when damaged in melee. Yes. Cool. There we go. Hell yeah. Okay. Great. And she is upgraded. All right, let's head to the undisputed claim and see what the hell we're going to do with this. I saw a video comparing this game to a 15-year-old game and environmental interactions like throwing objects in the water, and it doesn't look good. It's... You're not wrong that mechanically things like that maybe haven't progressed as much as we'd like. But a good way to think about it is, for a lot of us, these games are like books, and the games themselves are the writing and the words. And a lot of that framework around it is just the binding that holds the book together. And sure, it's nice to have a really nice binding, and it's really nice if it's super clean and polished and looks great. But at the end of the day, we're here for the words on the paper. We're not here necessarily for a huge amount of like sandbox immersive things. So you are right, but just keep in mind that a lot of people don't care at all about that. It doesn't affect their enjoyment of the game by even an infinitesimal amount. So that's it's just important to keep that in mind when you're reading that kind of stuff. It's going to matter to some people, but it's not going to matter at all to others, like at all. Yeah. Oh, I need to use my auto dock. Now, of course, I say that about some things. There are other things that are really bad or immersion breaking, and there are things that we can absolutely talk about. But there's also things where it's like, yeah, the 15-year-old comparative argument. It just that doesn't. We heard that a lot during Avowed and stuff too. It doesn't make a lot of sense sometimes. It doesn't add anything. There's nothing to discuss about it, because it's not really what most of us are here for. All right. So we're going to go to here first and make this our quest. Confront Willard with Inez. Where are we looking? Right there. Head office tower. Ellie Porsche says, Avowed was an empty game. Yes, in a lot of ways. And what's really unfortunate is this game is actually very similar to Avowed in terms of how it does its NPCs, but they do it in such a more immersive way that it doesn't stick out like a sore thumb. And yeah, that was a pretty big problem Avowed has. What they did not do the world NPCs very well at all. Yeah.
Not because we worship bits, but because of the system's glorious efficacy.
That's one of those relatively large immersive issues.
Subjects get. We respond
Hi.
to what you want.
Can I talk to you?
Don't wait for a line to form in front of you. Availability is severely limited.
Oh, severe. There's like an elevator or something back there, right?
Into a fresh, pioneering new career.
Willard. Oh, man. You know what else is empty? My glass BRB. Nice, Mr. Peril. Very nice. Okay, what's this thing? Something feels like it's dragging. I wonder if it's when I turn this on. Let me see. Yeah, that was it. I don't know what that was. Strange. Okay. Hi! Oh wait, we're gonna save because this might be very bad.
It's high time one of you scientist types responded to my calling cards. The position's been open for more than 2 days, and already productivity is tanked by 149.4%. You want the role, it's yours, but I'm not budging on those hourly rates.
Let me guess. You're backfilling Rasmussen's position? Or all the scientists who work with him on Cloister lying cold on the lab floor?
Both, obviously. Unless you mean to tell me a graft like yours can install itself. Now, do you want the job or not? We're burning Starlight.
We'll be back.
Wait.
All right.
Oh. Wait, requires his key card. Boop. Oh, I have to hack it too? Oh, messages. Here we go. Doctor, I must say, between this Iranian mishandling and the rampaging of your beast and the utter pathetic tone in which you address me, I'm most disappointed in your performance. But fear not, the work you have started will continue with or without you, and your name will be read out in the daily emotions report for all to hear. Wow. Round rules. Okay. The perfect candidate. Margot Dunkel. Profitably yours, Ursula. Should her hiring be confirmed, I would suggest having her workroom locked from the exterior and a guard post at the door. You wouldn't want her stumbling into your office next door on accident. Man, wouldn't want that to happen. Wouldn't want that to happen. No, wouldn't want it. Hi.
You cannot be here.
Hi.
My contract stipulates that this lab door remains locked at all times. I am not to be disturbed. Ha! That's funny, considering the heaps of times I've been called such.
You must be Willard's assistant.
Unofficially, it was also in my contract that I was never to refer to myself as a direct report of the Vice President. Which I am notably not doing right now.
So why are you locked up here?
Is that so strange? The program I was hired for is highly confidential. I don't see why the Vice President wouldn't take such measures. Why, I cannot even speak to him directly. Though I presume he also possesses an aversion to the smell of formaldehyde. He goes pale and ducks into his office the moment he sees me.
Well, that ain't right. Neither his managerial manner nor your working conditions. But once we get this program shuttered, you'll be free of this for good.
Oh, no. No, I don't want change. I love my work. I love this place. The smell of copper, the texture of viscera. There's nothing like it.
I am sorry I asked.
So am I. My gut's roiling something fierce.
Why this art's beauty is lost on so many folk I'll never understand. Anyhow, I've much work to do. Please ensure the door is locked when you leave.
Okay. Anything else in here we can get? Oh, wow. That is a lot of equationry. Okay. Let's see what happens.
I knew this opportunity was enough to whet your appetite. Are you ready to sign on the dotted line? Or do you wish to explain your peculiar behavior earlier?
What we want is for you to cease the grafting program for good.
Why? Who sent you? Is it that damned Pendergrass trying to scoop another one of my admittedly brilliant business ventures?
This grafting program is a law-damned abomination. I went to your lab on Cloister, saw for myself what kind of depravity your folk got up to there. It's sick. My friend was butchered by Rasmussen. And he wasn't the only one. In fact, this program's been a sham from the start. I got tossed aside. And for what? A mistake? Ain't nothing good that's come of this. It's time to call it quits.
Bam.
What a preposterous notion. Shall we stop producing inhalers because of side effects? Or shut down all food factories because one severed appendage finds its way into packaging? No, certainly not. I am not to blame for whatever inconvenience you experienced as a first edition patient. To quit now would be to toss aside all our progress.
Her experience has been the norm. Face the program isn't viable.
Nonsense. I have myriad data at my disposal to dispute such a claim.
Don't matter to me what your plans are, or what you think you might accomplish. You've hurt too many good folk, and I've had enough.
I fear you've gotten too negative an impression of this work. Hear me out, will you? Allow me to assuage those fears.
I already know why you're doing this. The money's too good.
My mind is not entirely consumed by capital, I assure you. It's also consumed with professional pride and self-preservation. We cannot speak of sensitive business details here. There's no telling which opportunistic colleague or overpaid contractor could be listening in. They would ruin me. Ruin me! Meet me in back deck steerage. Take this pass for the tram. And for law's sake, make sure no hanger-on follows you. Especially that assistant of mine next door. Chin up, dear. I believe I'll change your mind yet.
We'll see. Seen this song and dance from all manner of suits before.
I know, right?
Reckon he'll try to reel us into a ridiculous scheme, or bribe us with bits or booze or what have you.
I personally...
This will make it easier for us to intimidate the bastard into stepping down. Ooh, I relish the notion.
Dang, we could have had a 7 there. I wonder if we missed something else. Ooh. Oh, God. Yep. If we didn't have the lockpick.
I assume you're not here to admire.
Okay. Oh. Chainsaw, appreciate you, buddy. Egotus, I'm just gonna go check your vent out, you know, see how it is. Now we have to go to... Still here? Cargo hold. No, I don't think that's here. Let's see. Yeah, as a hobby, I like to do HVAC repairs, so I'm just going to check your vents out real quick, just to see if you need any, help or clear anything out, any blockages. Back in a jiff.
Remember, commercialism is the foundation that Auntie's choice.
Okay, so it is down here. Did you do a stranger meeting? No, I don't think so yet. We're gonna be doing that in just a minute.
Ah, you came. Foolish, aren't you? Thinking I'd reveal my secrets to the likes of you. Ah, contractors, now's your chance. First one to kill these imbeciles gets a one-time immune assault discount.
Rude.
Investigating hostile.
Not quite charged yet.
Impossible unless you help me first.
Bonk. We only have 80. Jeez, man. I had a bunch more shotgun ammo.
Thanks.
Turns out I do not. Do I prefer this over the first game? Big time. Yes. This went completely different for you. You got to persuade him. Nice, man. I bet if I had that observation check, or I feel like I missed something there too. But that's okay, man. There's a lot of, just like BG3, this game has a lot of very fun fail states.
Yeah.
You're looking at one of them now. Telescoping staff.
I knew you'd come through, my good Biff. That discount will be applied to your next purchase at the commissary, but cannot be combined with other... Ah! You're still alive!
Ain't gonna be that easy to get rid of us, you idiot. This how you treat all folk who approach you in good faith?
No folk have ever made it this far. How did you get past all my contractors? They were heavily trained and heavily expensive.
One last chance, Willard. Resign and shut your program down for good.
This again? What is it with you?
Ooh.
No, I've no incentive to shut down my life's work, especially at the demand of common thugs.
Inez, tell him what these common thugs will do if he doesn't comply.
You ever seen a grafted claw strip flesh from the bones of a stubborn old man?
No.
Well, on the count of 3, you will. 1.
All right, fine. Consider this my resignation. Here, take everything I have. Any bits left in my office are yours. Just, please, don't follow me.
Good riddance. But this ain't over yet. The other executives will be notified the moment Willard flees the undisputed claim. And within hours, dozens of rung climbers will be at the tower jockeying for his position. It's all but certain that they'll claim his work for their own and make his bastardization of a grafting program all the worse if they so choose. Ain't about to let that happen.
What are you suggesting?
Ain't suggesting. I'm telling you that we can't stand by and do nothing.
Wow.
It's obvious he was up to his neck in some scheme. If we dig it up and get the word out, his legacy will be in shreds. Maybe folk will be less inclined to follow in his footsteps. Should all but guarantee that Willard can't come crawling out from whatever rock he's keen to hide under, in any case.
That's too many maybes. We need something failsafe.
Like what? Far as I can tell, our options are to either sully his reputation or attempt an appeal to folks' better nature, if such a thing even exists hereabouts. And no, we can't just shoot our way out of this problem. We let Willard go quietly for a reason.
Shady business dealings won't rattle folk, but hearing the truth from one of their own would.
Perhaps. Evidently, when a number keeps going up, everything else is drowned out. Might be time to change that. If we're doing this, we ought to head to the recording studio here on the ship. Reckon it won't take much to get airtime, if we promise a good show.
Okay. Nice. And finally, Speech 20! Woo! Okay, awesome. Now I think we're gonna work on Lockpick. Raise the skill to level 20. So many good options. So many good options. I mean, just plus 50 weapon range is awesome. Bullet shield is also good. Speech 20, Cohh's character is now a streamer. Oh, Lord. Yeah. I think some streamers wish they were Speech 20. I wish I was. Inhaler overload. That's kind of fun. Okay, let's do... That's just a damn solid one. Ooh. Okay. Did say there was something up in his office, right? I think. Oh, wow. Where's the elevator? You did read that fully, right? Enemies are going to target you now more often. Oh, that's okay. I don't mind. Yeah, the companions are bouncing around that stuff anyway. So all good.
A thing of legend, to be handed down
Let's
from
go
modesty
this
in each
way.
successive generation. Spacer's choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulses of old corporations who unfairly stack the deck against the little person.
Swollen-headed
as they
mascot.
tried with us at Tau Ceti. But today,
Oh.
Cleo takes Spacer's choice devious shenanigans lying down. Just
I
like
guess. Oh, there it goes.
Anti-Cleo's darlings refuse to do. The event of the sponsorship series against the Spacer's chosen.
Gonna check his room real quick. Hi. I wish we could get that. Anything new here? No. Can't do that hack. Already did this. Let's go talk to the girl on the other side. Maybe we have something new with her.
Thanks for working hard so I don't have to.
Wow.
I assume you're not here to admire the blood spatter.
I'm here to tell you that your
Ooh.
treacherous fiend of a boss is now out of commission. I'm going to get the word out about all the folk he's harmed over the years, so we can get justice. Is there anything you're willing to share?
No! I love my job and all of the opportunities he's given me to dismember bodies and sew them back together. Where else can I indulge in such fine work?
But you know the things he's done to those he's experimented on. The mutilations, the folk who've died in agony?
Yes, of course. You can't make in-demand, highly marketable medicaments without breaking some skulls.
You're just as bad as Willard was.
Bad? Ha! I've no need for your moral proclamations. If you've no need for my work in turn, you can leave.
Wow.
We'll see. And I'll thank you kindly for
Wow.
closing the door behind you when you leave.
Okay. Well, that was worth coming back up, I'd say. Let's go to... Yeah, we'll go down here. Cool. Oh, I should have pickpocketed her.